I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, it has dawned on me that I have not shared with you my updated barbecue pork. I made a recipe years and years ago. I'm pretty sure I made it in the oven. Nowadays, I make it in the crock pot, finish it on the grill, and it is absolutely divine. Add a little beer in there to really kick things up a notch. It's super simple and easy, but it is a crowd pleaser. And we are at the time of year where everyone's making pulled pork sandwiches, and we're gonna make ours today with a lovely spicy slaw, really simple, just to really balance the sweetness of the pork. Toasted potato buns. Okay, it is gonna be to die for. Let me throw you in here with the ingredients you'll need. You need beer of your choice. I like a nice amber. This is what my husband has on hand, so that's what we like to use. Or like a darker lager is great. Nothing too fruity or too bitter. Plenty of salt. A couple of sliced onions. I just used 1 and 1 because it's what I had. Brown sugar, lots of smoked paprika, dry mustard, granulated garlic, and you'll need some pork. What I have here is a pork shoulder. It's been cut into 2 pieces. That's just the way I got it at the butcher. It's got plenty of fat on it, which is going to add lots of great flavor, but we will take that out later on, so don't worry. You want about, I would say, to feed about 8 to 12 people, like happily, you'll want about a 5-pound piece of pork, right? But you have to keep in mind, this is 5.5 pounds. You got to keep in mind that once you go and pull this off, you're going to take out a lot of the fat. So you'll probably end up with like 4 pounds, even a little bit less. So always aim to buy a little more, knowing you're going to trim it all off. So let's mix together the spices real quick. Plenty of salt. Remember, this is the only chance you get to actually go ahead and season the pork itself. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why aren't you searing this first? Well, because I'm going to finish this on the grill. Or if you don't have a grill, you can't use a grill, say you're in an apartment or something. I used to live in an apartment that wouldn't let you use a grill. Then just pop it under the broiler. And it does the same thing, right? So I don't need to do this twice because I'm going to finish it that way. It'll get caramelized and beautiful with the barbecue sauce. So I don't have the need to do that. You just take the spice mixture here. The smoked paprika is going to add lovely smokiness. The garlic's going to add a really good subtle garlic flavor. And the brown sugar, again, a little sweetness. And it's going to go so well with the barbecue sauce and the onions once it all cooks together. And now all I do is I just put my onions all around. They're going to disintegrate into nothing, but they're going to mix in with the pork and be phenomenal. Put that all around. And now I'm going to pour in the beer. When the beer juices, the juices from the pork and the barbecue sauce all meet, it will be complete perfection. Now, low, 8 to 10 hours. High, 4 to 6. It really depends on the cut of pork. It depends on your slow cooker, so you just have to keep an eye on it. When it falls apart and it's fully cooked through, then you know it's done. You have options because life is about options. If you're gonna make this for a party, say Saturday, you've got people coming over, but you don't want to make this on Saturday because it takes a long time to cook. Make this on Thursday night. Make this on Friday. Cook it all, let it cool, pop it in the fridge. The next day you finish it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this on, let it cook, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, while the pulled pork is finishing, we're gonna make our spicy slaw, which is very simple and easy to put together, but I think essential in the sandwich. You need some coleslaw mix of your choice. I like classic, that's just my favorite. I've got some scallions that I've sliced up, and I've got a jalapeno. This was a really big, very, very spicy jalapeno, so what I've done is I've seeded it and I've sliced it thinly. Ordinarily, I would use 2 small seeded jalapenos, but like I said, this is so spicy that just slicing it was making my eyes water, so I didn't want to overdo it. Although I want that heat because it's gonna complement and balance the really sweet, smoky pork. So this is, for me, is essential. Like I said, on toasted butter rolls, you just wait. What I've got here, very simple things: mayo, celery salt, garlic, and sugar. We're gonna add that to the mayo, along with apple cider vinegar, along with another pinch of salt. And you're going to just mix these together. This is the magic sort of like dressing that makes this coleslaw so delicious. But again, it's not something that's going to overpower everything, just because I don't want to overpower the pork, And I'm just going to, it's going to look like there's just not enough mayo, but trust me, there is. I don't like a sloppy coleslaw because then it's a mess. So what I do is I just give everything a really good stir. You can taste as you're doing this, right? So take a little bit here. No, that's perfect. It's perfect as is, doesn't need anything else. You're gonna cover this and pop it into the fridge until your pork is ready. Ooh, that's spicy. Got a piece of jalapeno in that one. But you see, this is how I like my coleslaw. You see, it's not drippy, it's not gloopy, nothing. And as it sits, you know, it will wilt just a bit and, you know, soften just a bit from the mayo and the vinegar and all that. So I'm gonna cover this up, and then I'll show you how to pull together the pulled pork with one final crucial step. That's what I'm talking about. It is tender. What I've done, so it's been cooking for about 7 hours. It's been cooking for 7 hours on high. About an hour ago, I took it out when it started to fall apart. Took it out, got rid of all the fat, shredded the meat, put it back in for an hour. Now, you've got options because life's full of them. You can add barbecue sauce to this, let it cook for a little bit longer, just so all the flavors can marry, and then you've got delicious pulled pork. You can do the second thing that I would do if I was having a party, which is what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Today's Friday, so tomorrow. You take this, right? Add your barbecue sauce, get rid of some of that liquid, put the barbecue sauce in, put it in an aluminum 9x13 container, pop it right on your grill on medium-high heat, and let that kind of cook and grill until that barbecue sauce sort of starts to caramelize the meat, gets crispy edges. It's wonderful. I would love to demonstrate that with you today, but it's raining cats and dogs outside. I don't know where that phrase comes from, but if some of you could please explain it to me, that'd be great, because it makes no sense to me. The point is, it's raining, so I can't do that. So the third option, which is great if you're doing this in small batches, like tonight, we're gonna just be doing it for a few of us. You pop this under your broiler. You take some of your shredded meat, which is really lovely and tender and really full of flavor, right? Pop that right in there. I'll just put a little casserole container. Add barbecue sauce of your choice, store-bought, homemade, whatever tickles your fancy. I don't judge, because guess what? Life's hard, and if you don't have time to make homemade barbecue sauce, who's to say that you can't go out and buy perfectly delicious barbecue sauce? You know what I'm saying? So you do you, boo. So you just mix that in there, and I'm gonna pop this under the broiler. The sugar in the barbecue sauce will help sort of caramelize a little bit around the edges, and I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. Just keep a very close eye on it, because barbecue sauce will burn, and anything under a broiler will burn really quickly. So just keep an eye on it under the broiler for a few minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's just how I like it. See those crispy bits on top? I went ahead and did it on one side, flipped it around, did it on the other. So it's a great thing, it's a great trick, like I said, if your grill is, if it's raining outside, Mother Nature's got it out for me, or you don't have a grill or whatever, just pop it under the broiler just until those things, the little bits caramelize. It's delicious. Toast some buns. Got my skillet here. This is a good old plain potato roll, nothing fancy. I like the soft, yummy, buttery potato roll for this. You butter it on both sides, each cut side, right? Pop that in a skillet or in an oven, whatever. Cut side down, just on the one side with the butter, until golden brown and delicious. Once that's ready, we assemble the most delicious barbecue beer pulled pork sandwich. Toasted bun, a pile of your pulled pork. Same with your spicy slaw, because my mouth is watering, because the more the better. Oh, I just can't. Everything. It's the best thing on earth. Just get the recipe at laurenkitchen.com. I'm done talking. You'll love it.